Dr. Satish should already plus. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Kindly be seated. As is traditional to our Indian culture and as a mark of invocation to our
முடிஞ்சு போ.
I'm sure we can do better than that. CAHOCON is all about excitement. Let the applause keep ringing. I want to hear more applause. May I request Dr. Vijay Agarwal to also hand over a memento of CAHO.
Honorable Venkaiah Naidu ji, our previous Vice President of India, our Chief Guest today, and all the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. It is my proud privilege to see the CAHO family growing to the extent that we are all witnessing today. Just about 12 years back, in fact, this is the first time that we can call ourselves a team. I think this is the 13th year.
Dr. Abdul Joseph, Dr. Nanda Swami, Dr. Manivannan, Dr. Satish Devdar, Dr. Garcia, President and Board and members of the ISQA, others distinguished guests present here at this prestigious conference in Chennai. அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். இந்த மதிப்புமிக்க சுகாதார மாநிலத்தில் நான் உங்களுடன் கலந்து கொள்வதில் மிக்க மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகிறேன். I feel very happy to be here in Chennai and admit you all in this prestigious conference. I have a strong view that one must first start speaking in mother tongue, later mother tongue, afterwards any other tongue, no problem. Because you have to convey your original thoughts. But at the same time, I know that we are in an international conference. We must speak to people, the language, the maximum number of people understand. I always believe that mother tongue is like eyesight. English is like spectacles. If you have eyesight, spectacles will work. If you don't have eyesight, even if you wear Reban glass also, Reban se kuch aayega nahi. So, why I am insisting this is, doctors must speak to the patients in their respective language. The common people, in their local language. When you go to an expert, you can't expect him to speak in the local language. But the local, I'm talking of the people the various levels. See to it that they communicate to the people their respective other tongue first. And secondly, I also have an appeal to the medical fraternity because as an youngster, my native place Nirdur, whenever there is a health problem, we used to go to doctor. Doctors those days used to spend a lot of time with the patient. And used to make a lot of inquiries and also used to touch the hand. Then analyze and then make a recommendation. Now the people who come to me, the complaint they make is, sir, nowadays when they go to medical professionals, they don't touch our hand, they don't spend much time, they look through the bag and then start writing MRI, scan, this, that and all tests. After that only they speak. I'm sorry to say this, it's an international conference. Please understand the important duty of a medical professional is to interact with the patient. That gives him or her solace, confidence that doctor has understood my problem. The doctor is paying attention to my problem. The moment you write prescriptions about various tests and all, they are not that much happy. This is one thing I want to say. Second thing I want to say today is, during my student days, when I did not enter into politics, people used to say three things. Three things are important. They are like a mission. Mission, not machine. Mission. One is politics. Second is education. Third is health. These are three missions. We must carry them like a mission. Without emission, giving any remission or doing any omission. We must have passion for the nation, to the people and their problems. I don't expect the medical professionals to see to it that the patients are not charged anything. It's not possible. Doctors also, they spend a lot of money to come to this position. They also get huge expenditure in getting all the machinery equipment and also the personnel that are working in the medical field. They all need to be paid. But what I am saying is, that is inevitable. But don't take it as a commission or do any omission on the basis of not getting the commission. This is a pious duty. God has given you this great opportunity. God has given to me, people like me, also a great opportunity to come to politics, to occupy positions, ministerial positions. And people expect us to see them, to address their problems with sympathy and empathy. Mere sympathy will not suffice, empathy. My dear friends, I am very happy to attend the 10th edition of the flagship annual conference of the Consortium of Accredited Healthcare Organizations, titled CAHOCON 2026, which is also said to be the first international society for quality in healthcare regional conference for South Asia here in this prestigious city, Chennai. Earlier it was known as Madras during the British period. Now it is Chennai, Chennapatnam. I am told that this landmark 3-day event makes a significant milestone for healthcare quality in the region. I learned that over the past decade, CAHOCON has evolved into one of India's most influential platforms for advancing healthcare quality. Clinicians, hospital leaders, policy makers, quality professionals, and innovators. Seen against the backdrop of this event, it represents a defining moment in this journey, reinforcing the nation's growing leadership role in global quality healthcare. India is moving forward. Indian people, they have inherent knowledge, irrespective of whatever profession they, this land, this water, this air has something special. That's why a lot of Indians, They have become CEOs of the multinational companies. Various. And also even in US, I'm told, my friends told me, of course, I stayed in US at least 10 times. They told me that even the foreigners, if they have any problem, they try to consult an Indian physician. Because they have more confidence in it. I'm not trying to differentiate between Indians and others. That is the quality of the healthcare in this great country. I'm certain that all of you experts gathered here will hold deliberations on leveraging technology effectively in various fields of healthcare, as also focus on the human touch, which lies at the core of ethical and high-quality healthcare. My dear sisters and brothers, delegates from other countries, we need to look at the fact that bridging the gap between urban and rural healthcare in India requires a thoughtful blend of technology, accessibility, and a patient-centric approach, and also affordability. I was talking to Dr. Vijay Agarwal. I'm happy that he has mentioned it in his speech also. Quality is important. At the same time, affordability also. Because in India, we have more than 55% of the people living in the rural areas. They do not have accessibility to the health care adequately. They have adequately. And secondly, they cannot afford a higher amount for their health care. That's why I am of the view, because I was legislator, MLA, I was MP 4 times, then I was minister in the center, both for rural development as well as urban development. With all my experience, what I am suggesting is that the government should stop all other freebies. Freebies. Now, you know, wonderful promises are made that if you vote for us, give a refrigerator. Refrigerator for what? And some people are promising laptops. Some people are promising different things. What I personally feel is, with all my humble experience, don't give anything free to anybody. For the poorer people who can't afford to have food, means for them, of course, food grains are given by Government of India. They're affordable, 2 rupees, But other things you did not give. Give 2 things free. I am for free of 2 things. One is health care, second is education. To spend your money on that. Let the government prioritize health care and education. Spend money for the poorer people, provide free treatment. That is the real free service. Rather than giving this all temptations was free. First they said woman free. And now they are latest adding and also free. Don't sit at home, take the bus, go around, then go to Paris. Paris is my place here. And then go to other market, Coimbatore market, purchase half-kilo tomatoes and come back because bus is free. What is all this happening? I am not able to understand. I am not blaming any party. I am not blaming local party or national party. No party is an exception. Every party is making promises left and right at the time of election. Do they have adequate budget? Question mark. Do they have enough resources in the state? Do their budget provide for all these things? It's a big question. This will some people may feel aggrieved why Venkaiah Naidu is speaking like this. Yes, I wanted to speak on the subject because I am seeing this race for freebies going on. There is a saying in Telugu as well as English also. Don't give him a fish, but try to make him to learn how to catch a fish. Don't give fish freely. Because if you give fish for a while in the afternoon, he will ask for pocha in the night. He will ask for other quality. Because it's free. But how teach him how to catch a fish, then he will know the difficulty and labor in that. This is what is required for the governments. Don't think I am getting into politics. I am no more in politics. I am retired but not tired. I go to the people, go to the colleges, go to universities, go to IITs, go to various conferences and share my thoughts because I have a humble experience of nearly 55 to 60 years in public life. And what all I have learned, I want to give back to the society, to the younger generation, and also want to take feedback from the younger generation and pass it on to the government. Whether they implement it or not, that's their thing. But I feel it's my duty as a citizen of India, a responsible person who has held a number of other responsibilities in the government at the state and central level. My dear friends, while cities benefit from advanced hospitals and specialists, rural areas often struggle with the shortage of doctors, shortage of infrastructure, timely care. Technology can play a transformative role in narrowing this divide. Now we have the social media. Of course, part of it has become anti-social media. Get all nonsense, the YouTubes. The heading is something. Don't take headline as a deadline. Try to have your own line. Because inside you go to the YouTube, there is nothing like a headline. This is what is happening in the social media. Part of the social media is very useful, very constructive, socially cohesive, but part of the social media is becoming anti-social. And the second thing is, now we are going to have the human touch. I am worried because there are a lot of experts. I am worried if you rely more on AI, artificial intelligence, then human touch get rid. So you have to combine both the human touch as well as the intelligence, and then try to reach people to the maximum possible extent and take care of their needs. This is my advice to all the youngsters who are going into this. AI. Digital literacy must be improved in rural regions. Often people in the underprivileged communities delay or avoid treatment due to financial constraints. As we tend to observe, government-supported health infrastructure and also government-supported health insurance scheme, low-cost diagnostic services and subsidized medicines can reduce this burden. The government of India, the government of different states, they must enhance the health budget. This is my appeal to all of them because as we move on, because of our changing lifestyle, good habits and all, lot of new diseases, non-communicable diseases, even cancer, even diabetic, spreading like anything. Keeping that in mind, the government, both at the central and state level, reducing and minimizing these freebies, must focus more on the health sector and then provide more to the needy people so that they get timely treatment. My dear friends, this public-private partnership can also help scale innovations while keeping costs manageable. Public-private partnership is also equally important. If you do not do it, you will not be able to get the required capital. Airports across the India, but have seen Delhi airport, but have seen Hyderabad airport. Chennai, of course, they were hesitating initially. The public-private partnerships in various sectors getting wonderful results. That is one way of mobilizing resources in this sector also. Health sector, education sector, as I was trying to stress, both are very, very, very important for the future of this nation. My dear sisters and brothers, I have always said, patient-centric healthcare system must prioritize the needs, dignity, and convenience of individuals. Community health workers can act as vital link between modern healthcare systems and rural populations, building trust and awareness. It is very important for the medical people, professional people. First is how to prevent a disease. You must interact. I often suggest that on Saturday, Sunday, second Saturday, leave it to your family. Sunday, go to a nearby slum, go to a nearby village, go to a nearby cluster, and then try to educate the people about the preventive methods. This is very important now. It must happen because we have a huge population, 143 crore population. As I said, 55% live in the rural area. The cities also, we have certain slums. So India is developing and it's competing. But at the same time, these are realities. Keeping that in mind, we must take educative program. We must educate people, particularly poorer people, about the need to prevent diseases by taking needed health care. This is another important aspect I want to tell you, that my dear friends, this conferences like this, they must discuss, because you come together, exchange of ideas will always improve and come with new ideas and new technologies and new methods so that people can be benefited with this pooling of ideas. Pooling of ideas is always very useful because each one of you must be having some talent. Each one of our institutions also must have talent. If we exchange ideas will enhance your knowledge. That will ultimately benefit the people. So conferences like this are very useful. That too with international participation, they will be more useful because for the countries which are developed, they have new technologies, new ideas, new experiences. But the advantage for Indian doctors is we have vast experience because we treat number of people because of our population. And then we get across a lot of challenges and we come to know what are the remedies also because of the human population. So keeping that in mind, I hope our medical fraternity will take advantage of these conferences like this, exchange ideas, and as I told you, as there is a huge divide between urban and rural healthcare systems, this gap needs to be bridged through the collective efforts of all of us. Collective efforts are needed. It is my firm conviction that experts from all wings of healthcare and industry must focus on delivering quality healthcare, affordable healthcare, the last man on the lowest rung of the socio-economic ladder. This is very important. CAHO, as a major consortium of healthcare organizations, is playing an important role and it must further accelerate its efforts in promoting patient safety and quality improvement in healthcare systems. My dear friends, as I told you, treat this as a mission. Mission, don't give any remission. Do any omission. Take up this passion for the nation. Nation means people. Thank you very much. Namaskar. Jai Hind.
Moving on to the academic publications and journal releases